हेलो एवरीवन। आज मैं लेट नाइट अपनी प्रैक्टिस के लिए आई हूँ क्योंकि पूरे दिन मुझे काफ़ी थकान थी। तो अपने सारे काम फिनिश करके और कुछ पेंडिंग वर्क थे उसको कंप्लीट करने के बाद मैं आज अपनी प्रैक्टिस कर रही हूँ। तो चलो बहुत ज़्यादा बातें ना करके अपनी प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ। स्टार्ट करते हैं। Indo-Pacific will become center of the world. Every country has to adopt to a more powerful and assertive China. UK's High Commissioner to India. यूके के हाई कमिश्नर ने कहा है। Last week, British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said India was essential in ensuring a free, open, inclusive, and prosperous Indo-Pacific on Monday. British High Commissioner Alexander Ellis elaborated on the UK's interest in the region and underlined India's role as a trusted supplier in the global supply chain. Excerpts from the interview. The port stop of HMS Queen Elizabeth in Mumbai was termed the UK's Indo-Pacific tilt in action. Could you elaborate on the need for ensuring an open Indo-Pacific? The UK has significant interests in this part of the world. The Indo-Pacific will become ever more the center of the world. That is why we have invested so much in the region in different ways. There are a few countries in the world that essentially determine the world's climate. India is one of them. China is another, both in this region. What is your response to the contention that multinational military activities in the Indo-Pacific are primarily aimed against China? They are aimed for something which is having an open and secure Indo-Pacific, and you are right to refer to the fact that the carrier strike group itself has more than one country. It has a Dutch destroyer. It has some American Marines. So this is working with a lot of countries. Some old friends, some new partners, and we have all realized that a lot more of the future of the world sites here. Next question is it possible to isolate China, which the global supply chains are heavily dependent on? It is about working for something which is having an open and secure Indo-Pacific. And a lot of this has a brand trust building and relationship with trust with India and with open partners Japan, Australia, and with other in the region. With China, we will always have a mix. Sometimes people cooperate in what we are trying to do on climate change. Sometimes we will compete and occasionally we may have to contest. This is not the Cold War, this is a different kind of world. But every country, I think, has to adapt to the consequences of both a powerful China and also a more assertive China. And we have had to adopt ourselves to this as well. And that is usually the result of Chinese behavior. The facts change and we have to change with them. But that is not just true for the UK. India is going through exactly the same phenomena. So we are always finding this blend of different approaches according to the issues. It requires an adaptation of our structures, which we have done in UK, and we have seen that over 5G, where we have never ended at any one country. But you have to have a degree of trust in your technology suppliers and avoid high risk vendors. I will see terrific opportunities for India in that area as a trusted supplier, which is why I come back to where trust is so important between countries like the UK and India because a lot flows from that trust. So the next question is, what are the major issues which the COP in, in Glasgow hopes to achieve? We have a good agreement of Paris and we have to take a further step down that path. One important thing about this COP is that it is about everyone's contribution. India has an incredible important role to play. I think that India's scale obviously makes it a huge actor in this area. But one great advantage India has is, to an extent, it has the solution in its own hands. Certain decisions were made by the British and India governments, which affected travelers and businessmen of these countries. They are resolved now. Do you think everything is back to normal now? There are still restraints on the number of flights between UK and India, which we want to change. The demand is enormous with people wanting to travel between the two countries, which is a good sign. We would like to have electronic visas available for tourists, for business people going from UK to India. So this is all for today. आज की प्रैक्टिस मैं कंप्लीट करती हूँ क्योंकि मुझे सोना भी हो, कल मुझे अपनी जॉब पे भी जाना है. सो गुड नाइट.